Good night, everybody. Good night. How are you guys doing? I am back for another live episode of Jamaica Politics Uncovered. If you are a new subscriber here, welcome. And if you are a returning subscriber, welcome back. So just drop a message in the chat box here and let me know that you can hear loud and clear and everything is all right. I hope you all are doing well tonight. So, some new developments today, guys. Yes, some new developments following the TVJ broadcast that I wanted to chat with you guys about real quick. First and foremost, I would like to send out condolences to PJ Patterson because it is not nice to see an elderly man like that going through, you know, something so horrible, with Melissa and everything being her godfather. I'm probably just bewildered, can't believe what is happening, what he heard happening. And PJ's mind is still intact. So there must be a lot of questions. So first of all, condolences to PJ. Good night, Nella. How are you? May I go have some of my friend them calling on this. Yeah, we're all calling. Because sometimes we have to just get other people in the conversation and, because we're not really like be the one on the floor all the time. We like talking to people and letting them express themselves. So when my people them call, I will make them know. Anyway, guys, the first thing I want to talk about tonight really is the fact that remember we hear say a little bit of blood, don't it? At the nose. Oh, yeah, Nella, me soon can deal with him, man. Him the on the list tonight. But guys, the little bit of blood when they said they had the nose, what are we the police them? Contel would say, then see picture of the crime scene and then see blood stain. Eh? They no wonder why the bedroom renovate, guys. Me right or me wrong? You no believe? Say the bedroom did have to renovate if blood stain was seen? Eh? Oh, them see a little bit of blood, and this is why me say them are gonna need a trial for this. Open court, them are gonna need a trial because they need a timeline. That's the first thing. I was spoke about this last night. Them need a timeline. Because if girl comes say she see a little bit of blood at the nose and she never see the blood stain where the police them see from the picture. Or is it that the police them gathered that for evidence? We don't know. But me not like this at all. One minute we are here see a little bit of blood in their nose and the next minute we are here about, blood stains. According to the report, I posted it here and I'm sure that you guys saw it. So this now look good, right? I mean, I was quite shocked to hear that it's a blood stain. You see, that's why sometimes we can't come out and start bash the police them. Because if the police them observe the crime scene, poor them probably not even didn't realize a crime scene, but if they were observant enough to say, hey, we saw some blood stains and we found it suspicious and wanted to know more than what we were told, then I would say kudos to the police. Wouldn't you guys agree that they did a good job? Yes. So this is why we cannot take nobody word for it to come talk about little bit of blood and nose. Because them, we don't know when them arrive at the murder scene. We don't know if them help clean up nothing and come talk something different. You understand, guys? And we still a call out Peter Bunting and his wife because it is alleged that they were there. And if you can call my name and implicate my name in a crime scene, I have to contact for myself. You understand? That's how it goes. We live in a social media time, and any allegation that we hear of public figures, we'll come and ask the question. If you're a public figure, you don't want nobody question you're asking a question, do not come into politics. Do not come into public life because the whole of uno are answerable to the people. For real. Timeline is very important. Yes. Can't just go and take them word for it. There's something what PG say. I don't know if PG means say there's a lot of things to be said, but him just can't talk it. Or him just in too much grief to say anything. Me not understand what PG say. But maybe now is not the time to really ask too much questions still. But Jesus, Father, man, me say every time I remember about the something more than kill the woman. Eh? Left her three pitney them. That's why I say. Me talk it already, you know. You see, anytime you see a woman, or even a picnic too, because me saw them treat picnic when I have no parents. When they not no mother, they not no father, they not no sibling, not no man to turn up for them. People take some serious advantage of them. Why this never happened to her when time her mother was here? Something is wrong. And let me just say it right here. Peter Bunting's wife. Me not like how she looks suspicious to me. She looked suspicious to me at the funeral. Right? Because she could have sit down anywhere in that church. She could have sit down anywhere in the church. But you see where she sit down in the church? With the husband. She had the only member of the PNP sit down with the husband. So when people say Bunting was there, Bunting really need to come talk if him have anything to do with it. Or if him shubar out and say she for go on, for make the husband feel like say him have support or whatsoever. Remember they say the gun match, you know, so whole heap of question have to ask, you know. So you say all who no want nobody ask them no question, who need a problem. Because question have to ask. Right? You have a gentleman when named Alfred Dawes. We may have to address him for 10 seconds earlier. Look here. You see all of my subscribers, them and my supporters, them. We not compare yourself a trace in an argument with no Mary Longtime. We not do that something there. We just come here to do with advocacy and talk the truth. Right? Now, Alfred Dawes. The people them asking which PNP doctor went to the scene to pronounce Melissa dead, to give her injection as alleged. Now you with your local low life behavior, if you had any sense of decency, we thought Dayton Campbell was the worst thing around here. But if you did have a sense of decency, you would have come out and you would have said to the public, you want to come and be member of parliament, but you don't think you're answerable to anybody because you are arrogant. So you come out and you depend. No wannabe blogger, Sir P blogger, come call me name. You're dunce. Yes, fully dunce. Back of the class, you're fully dunce. Alfred Dawes. Dayton Campbell went on must nationwide. Somebody sent it come give me. And when he was asked about whether he pronounced Melissa dead or anything, him saying was not there. That is all you have to say because you are answerable to the people. If you don't think you're answerable or you don't want to answerable, do not come in politics. Stay within a nasty, low-life behavior. You see, when them go and say, you must watch them, because when them come in politics, I want to give them power. I saw them I go deal with, like dog. You can't chat to them, you can't ask them nothing. They don't know if to deal with people, they don't have no people skills. Don't make them frightened, whether they go medical school, whether they go law school, do not make them frightened, Him come in a video about say, I'm sorry, so I can't play the video, so I'm going to learn how to do it. One of my friends need to come show me. But him have him career and him have something to do. I know you alone have career, Dawes. It's not you alone have career. What you feel like say? You feel like say you can't come stunt on the Jamaica. You could have never stunt on me about career. You already come up. You just come. If you were not at the scene, if you were not called there, if you did not give the injection, because these are questions and allegations that are being asked, and you are answerable to the people as you claim you are a member of parliament caretaker. So if these questions are swirling around and being asked of you as a medical doctor, you politely come and address the people And you say, no, I was not at the scene. I was not called. I did not administer any medication. That's all you have to say, but use a look a low life. And that's how they teach you to deal with people. They send a guy to school for go learn medicine, but they never send a guy to school for go learn manners. And this is what we the people must come out here, contact and run with. Uno. The Jamaican people, them deserve people where we deal with them properly and feel accountable to them and answerable to them. But uno look elitist so-called tapanaris. Because me no call uno tapanaris. Because me only never spend the same currency. So uno no tapanaris for me. The people them in Jamaica want to feel like someone bigger and better than the people them. I see them way, so if they elect you, so you go on. You come out on video and this up people. Or I try this up people and you epic fail because you claim to say you want you're a professional, you this and you that. And guess what? You're going to politics and nobody now look at you. That means you're not a personality, you're not a charisma, you're not a social skills. You have to go away. You must go away. So you see people, just when we thought Dayton Campbell was the worst, if somebody can worse him here, Alfred does. I want you to throw one more word for me. Because I know me wear panty, you know. I don't know what you do after dark. But I know if your panty no sexy upon you than me. So let me hear you call my name or them something there. Anyway, people, moving on. That's why they renovate the house. Yes. The police, them say blood. They say blood stains. I remember say if blood stain, you know, maybe they if you look a while, you know, guys. Yes, if blood stain, maybe they if you look a while. Major elaborate cleanup. Major elaborate murder. I mean, I like to say to Sylvia, say, you say if I know you want in it, call name. If I know you want in it, call name. Princess, good night. Nella, Saint Bless. I never know that I could have known anybody worse than Dayton. Me not tell you, man. Bottom of the barrel, man. Bottom of the barrel. But if you not scrape if you not scrape it, you're not gonna know what down there, you know. So when time we're out here and attack and I ask the question, then the relevant question, in a situation where a woman was viciously, brutally murdered, if we not scrape the bottom of the barrel and talk about what is being alleged for these people to come out contact, and just like how we're asking about who pronounced her dead, because that's relevant information and important. Likewise, we want Peter Bunting and his wife to come out and come say they had nothing to do with the murder scene. They were not there. Yeah? And Bunting cannot come out here in an argument with nobody. He cannot come out here in an argument with nobody. He better come correct. You understand? We're not answerable to the people them. So I'm glad you're not showing a look of dirty, nasty arrogance. The people them soon start from day one, you know, that's why they run your way in the doors. They remember they run your way and poison you, you know, and you have to hold it down. Me soon contact why you have to hold it down. And any day will come out and complete a recording the pan you. You better humble yourself, yeah. Humble yourself. Melissa Silvera, mother of 3, 42 years old. When Melissa could have do so, forget two gunshots in her abdomen. When Melissa could have do so. Somebody brought a ridiculous argument earlier, which I shouldn't even repeat it, but I'm going to say it anyway, because since we don't know, right? Somebody said, could it be that there was some kind of orgy going on? I don't think so. I really don't think so. And people have their reasons why they say stuff like that. I mean, in Jamaica, there's this perception that, you know, people of the quote unquote tapanaris class, they do that's a leisurely activity for them. I don't know if that's the case. I have not heard that from the authorities, so I'm not going to really give too much ear time to it, too much oxygen to it. right? But Bunting and him wife need to come out and come say whether they were there, and if they were, what they were doing there. What did they see? Very important. Because we know for a fact that Bunting and Silvera were friends. Good friends. When you see me showing you the picture of them where them from 2019, them in a Rise United movement. We don't know if them have money transaction or what kind of friendship they have, but we know them are good friend. Them have the same Rise United tribe. Right? Melissa Silvera. She not gonna rest in peace until justice is served. Me no want nobody a content born to rest in peace. Do man need justice. Them they over the other side, them nah stand up for no justice for Melissa. Somebody have to stand up for her. PJ put out statement and all it is a condolence. But condolence different from activism and call to action. Condolence is different from activism and call to action. May I notice some things, when you're looking at the funeral, you see two of the Rise United members them. And both of them connected with Bunting. Little bit of blood, Miss Little bit of blood connected with Bunting, and the wife connected with Bunting. So it begs the question now, how come them alone felt so comfortable out of the entire PNP? How come them alone felt so comfortable going, but everybody else stayed away from Silvera, stayed away from the funeral? I mean, I'm not surprised by it because I know that Rise United, anything that is bad, it doesn't matter how bad it is, they will defend it and they will stand by it. And people who do stuff like that, they're very frightening to me. And you saw the body language as I showed you guys in Silvera when he walked by Bunting's wife and, touched her or hugged her or tried to hug her. And that body language tells me that she supports him and he knows that. My neighbor come tell me, say, Uma, in wife dead over there in her sleep. And tomorrow me come hear say a gunshot. No know him film because I not trust him. Me not trust you. If me get invited for come our funeral, I will go. But don't think for a minute I'm gonna give the impression that I'm supporting you. At least not until, everything is investigated and we know where we stand. So something suspicious. On the talk, hear something if it's suspicious too. No? Somebody said that's panty not sexy. Lord Jesus. Me no know what fool up in your head, That's for no saying can't come argue with a woman like me. Me no care where I do after dark. Somebody say Melissa and her sweet boys need justice. Yes, man, for sure. If they don't want to go to the police, they should be subpoenaed. I don't even know if that's a thing in Jamaica. You know how many times people get hurt and people dead, and investigators beg people at Jamaica will tell police that them a witness. And it's like the police have to beg them to come testify. And they either refuse or when them expected to turn up, they don't. So I don't know if subpoenas are, legitimate or if it's something that can be done. That's a very good question. Because when you get subpoena, you have to show up. And if you don't show up, then they put out a warrant for your arrest. Something not right to me. That the two people them who loyal to Bunting, them show up at the funeral when everybody else did not show up. It's as if they know something. Were they a part of the cover-up? This is why there needs to be a trial, and this is why they need to be interrogated. Glad I found this channel today and decided to subscribe. Thank you, Man City Portmore. Big up yourself. Yes, so we need to hear some more things from the investigators, guys. We really do. Because people think that's silence, and based on some information that I'm getting, they're in panic mode. They're in serious panic mode, the risers them. They're very much in panic mode. Some of them, they're upset with Silvera, right? Some of them, they are saying, why the hell? Just like we were talking here last night, why would you show up on that kind of scene if you're called to go? And some of them are blaming people and say, at them go and implicate PNP. It's true. You can't be so nuff. You can't be so fool, so impulsive. People are so come now. Enough of them, people can call them out of their yard or call them on phone and then go in at their debt. Then don't stop and think. Then don't stop and question things. They're so enough. That's why they get implicated. Right? Somebody say the alleged 30 people. But I really want to know who them the 30 people there. Nothing where they come out of them mouth, me not believe it. Just like how they come say a little bit of blood and now we are here about blood stain. Nothing where come out of them mouth, we can't believe it. We have to just listen to the police. They may trust them a police, yeah. Somebody said they need to be in panic mode so that they can start turning on each other and we hear everything. No, sir. And then got the woman funeral. Then got the woman funeral. Me not so fool at all. Come tell me about say dead in a sleep and aneurysm. And when you check it out, me hear say gunshot. Right? And then no me come here say I hear a gun. You think me an idiot? But the day when the funeral keep, the result, but the gun never come back them time there. I don't think it did. So the people them now who would have hear about gunshot and had just this little bit of doubt, this little bit of benefit of the doubt for the husband. The fool people them. Know that they hear say the gun match. What are people supposed to think? I want to know how the hell Mikhail find himself among them after all they did to his father. A whole heap of people lose respect for Mikhail, you know. Yeah, because one thing we grow, but we grow with as people come off a decent table and come out a good family. We were taught from a little bit so we don't disrespect elders. And even when we are big people, we still not go disrespect elders and we pity them now come disrespect no elder. Because we not teach them, we not learn them things there, and we not teach them things there. And then disrespect elder and your parent to boot. Nothing about you. You don't have no backbone. And that's the thing. But them they behind closed door attacks and then can't win nothing now. Then can't win nothing now. But you see, these people were warned, you know. People were warning them. Them are people are some cultists. And anywhere you see cult there, and them are something you see if you don't know how cult operate. They sacrifice people and then do things to people and everybody keep quiet. That is how cults operate. They have a kind of loyalty that is just, it doesn't make any sense. I mean, it just doesn't. And that's how cults operate, guys. And people have been telling them for a long time. And when I say them, I'm talking about people at the PNP or people that think have little sense. I make them know, so them people had. Listen, I have heard senators say, listen, these guys are wicked. Me I talk before Melissa murder. These guys are wicked. What make you think a whole heap of people in the PNP gone silent and I leave the party? You think them know the wickedness what going on in there? Afraid them afraid. I true me not want to call nobody name upon yourself to cause no problem. Because me and them ain't no problem. But just Melissa and them wicked them I deal with there so. I have heard people say these guys are wicked. They will stop at nothing. So when you not see some people and you not hear some people, because they don't want to be any part of it. They're scared. And those who you see are conforming to this cult, they better be careful. They ought to be very careful and they better take this sleep and mark that. Can you see what happened? Murder cover up. One of their own. I wonder if Mark Golding disassociate himself and the party from Silvera yet. You hear anything about it? Because I was kind of off the radar with the news and sitting today. Has he disassociated himself as yet, people? They have secret for each other. The ballistic report was announced long before the funeral. Which party was announced? Me here look at 1 and 2 people talking, but me never hear it coming on mainstream. Everything I move sketchy. All the mother were read the eulogy. For real saint. Real sketchy. But as me say, every mother know them picnic. Every mother know them picnic. And from your year say, the gun match the man own. What we supposed to think now? As somebody can take him gun off him and do it? That doesn't make sense. Somebody said they are loyal to a fault even when it's wrong. And that's where the cult comes in. If you study cults and you see how they behave, it's not just to a fault. Remember Jim Jones, guys? I study these people and study these things, you know. I remember say over in a Jim Jones cult, you had mothers and parents in there who gave their own kids that lethal drink because they're in a cult and they believe in a them cult leader. They believe in what the cultists them a say. Take out their own a picnic. And they would do it again. Because they allow themselves to be brainwashed and to be controlled psychologically. And this is the danger of Peter Bunting and Mark Golding. Yes, this is the danger of Peter Bunting and Mark Golding. I want to let you in power look. You know, I love pinch you and tell you things. Me go pinch you and play set make on a year. Or maybe I should just wait until I upload it. Maybe I should just wait. All who put up a resistance against them and put up a fight against them and then cult style. You see what they do? Then leave gone over the JLP. All of the real warrior them. The man them from down a Westmoreland, Venetia, they run go leave them because them the people not believe in a cult. And they not go about to no cultists. So then take with themselves. Plain and simple. And don't think for a moment that we can make any equivalence to the people on the JLP side who are coming over to the PNP. Because the people over in the PNP who cross over to the JLP, they're sitting councillors. So them not really look nothing. Them are sitting councillors, sit down in them councillor seat. So the one in front of the JLP will come over there either don't have nothing and coming to look something like coming to look some kind of seat in the PNP, or the people them reject them. But Venetia and the other 2 councillors, them and the rest of people, them have them council seat. Them just now bow to this cult and they say the danger of them and the wickedness in them. Nobody no surprised say them something happen. And Mark Golding, as the leader of the party, the man cannot come showing face to the nation and say, people, we disassociate ourselves from this murder situation cover up here. Yes, murder cover up. And as an opposition leader, him can damn well call it that too, because that's what it is. And that's why there's a charge. And so many suspicions. And as a matter of fact, if me was leader over there, so not only would I say that, but I would say anybody who had anything to do with this, come out here no. If you know you're involved in this, and if you know you had anything to do with this, I am encouraging you to go to the police. And we don't want it over here. Remember? But instead, them silent and them things that people are going to forget. After the woman get 3 gunshots. What can go so? We not forget them something there. Especially not when she dies and, leave her kids. Yes, Jim Jones, tragic. Yeah, man, very tragic. You know how long it took people to, come up with some explanation, because some people, they don't have any knowledge of human psychology. So when they see stuff like that, them say, oh, people can't follow one man and do them something. The people are psychologically controlled and brainwashed. And anybody who will allow themselves to do that, there's a lot of stuff that goes with it. These people also, they suffer from some kind of personality problem, some kind of upbringing problem as well. To be so vulnerable, some dependency personality problem, some need to belong, or abnormal need to belong. Every human being has a need to belong. Whether in church, whether in workplace, whether in family, that's normal. But the extreme need to belong, where one will allow themselves to become a victim of a cult, and cult leaders, victim to themselves. It's sad. Let me read some of these comments. It says, Damian Crawford soon gone. I don't know if Damian Crawford is going to be gone, but definitely Damian Crawford has been quiet. And I will tell you why Damian Crawford quiet. Damian Crawford is one of them in the party who is scared. Damian is not a confrontational type of person. He's more of a peacemaker. So when Damian Crawford see the wickedness that they are capable of doing, and worse, like how now he's trying to get a seat, he knows that if him shoot out him head and make them see him get support and then sitting there, then chop you off, so then wicked. So him have to lay low. Me see pictures and videos of Damian Crawford going in the constituency to deal with the people them and do what him do. And when I see the amount of support, I say, then how them now put out them sitting up on social media? Afraid of them. Because they know them cut short and wicked and tab in a back. And murder us. So they're scared. The people them scared. So guys, when you see them run up and down about election, they feel go away. They're not safe. I don't want safe people them. I'm not afraid to talk my political stance or how I feel about the direction of the country of Jamaica. One of these days, we can have that dialogue. And we can have that dialogue, in a civil manner. Because I don't believe in, slash and burn just because me and you don't agree politically. We're civil around here. And we are big people around here. I personally feel like Jamaica could use another administration after 2 terms, There's a lot of things that I want to say about that. And maybe on another night, we can have that discussion. And I don't give a shit if Andrew Holness just look upon one of them fellow party members and say, look here, I've had 2 terms. The voter apathy kind of low in the country. Me I just go on now. But for turn it over to them a wicked ya? No, sir. Eh. Me would be human being. For come out here and tell you no say, as much as how me would have want to see a change in leadership in a Jamaica. Me would have come say, them are wicked people here. Me didn't know them are going to do something like this, you know. Me didn't know, you know. Me say, me say, anybody who knows say a long time me a talk out on them people here and then wickedness against woman, you know, drop one comment and say, yes, yes, so. I have been warning for 3 years, say, look, this cult here, so, they hate woman, they don't have no boundary, and anybody who don't have no boundary cannot put anything past them. Then wicked, be careful. Some of them talk say me I make problem. And me I destabilize this and destabilize that. I don't give a shit. You think so me I go sit down and murder and not tell the people them? Then what is my purpose here on earth? Hmm? Me not one of them people who will stand by and say wickedness and not talk. No way. Sometimes I just cannot believe say the people them, when me I talk about them, and I tell the people them say they're misogynist and they're wicked. But sometimes I can't me have to pinch myself for really know say them can prove themselves like this. They have no line. They would not cross. That was evident 2019, 2020. They may not tell you, man. Belgian, a real talk, man. You have to observant. You have to observant and know what them do. And you see the leak, they will come out. You see the leak will come out from them in a 2020, I think, 2019, 2020. That is the best thing that could have ever happened. The leak will come out. So you can see their heart and their soul. Right? You see Lisa Hanna not getting the leadership of the party, guys. Trust me when me tell you to say, I best thing for Lisa. Because me feeling on my heart say, they would have stopped deal with the woman wicked until they end up kill her. Because they are a cult built on a foundation of hate and divisiveness. That is what their cult leaders drove in their heads, that they should hate the people within the PNP. They're the enemies. And that's how they condition them. They repeat it, and they condition them, and they repeat it. And then what do they start doing? Start bullying people, start disrespecting people, tell lie on people, character assassinate people, threaten people, and see they know they can kill people to raw soul. Pardon my language, people. They can kill people. Not only then kill people, then cover it up. Then cover it up. And as a maroon woman, my gut feeling and my instinct is never wrong. When I look at people and listen to them, I can't tell you no if them are good smarty or not. And I don't go around being skeptical of people. I don't go around thinking that everybody in the world is bad, because I don't think so. I think most of us in the world are good people. But when I see these cultists and I see these people, right? And some of them too, they manipulate, they look at LGBT people them in the country. Manipulate them. Right? And you have some young people where them not even on a real LGBT. The people then just needy and poor. And then take advantage of the people them and turn them into monsters. Yes, man. Them and then cult. Them bush, then cult business there. Them for stop it, man. How the hell can we have a good country and a good generation when you have these people, these two men, nobody else, just these two men? They are hell-bent on destroying and taking. That's all they're about. Destroying and taking. They need to come tell the nation why them kill Melissa, how much of them kill her, what them do with the sitting them where them take clean up a crime scene. All of that. Them have a whole heap of question for answer. And this is one of the things that I don't really like about mainstream media in Jamaica. Because all these questions being asked here, the media should be calling these people and asking them these very same questions. Calling their lawyers and asking them these questions. And it no matter if a lawyer them want answer, as long as them reach out and go in at the field and ask these questions. You can't come murder a woman and cover it up and come walk like say walk free around here. Like say you no do nothing. No, sir. Mm-mm. Somebody say the fact that their only cause to pause about how far they went in sabotaging Lisa was the fact that her husband is wealthy and has power shows that money and power is their God. They are dangerous. I'm if I tell you how they're dangerous, man. I'm if I tell you how they're dangerous and wicked. Them things say them could have just go around and do all these wickedness to people and God was not going to expose them. Eh? God was not going to expose them. Me see them behavior, man. Me see them galangins. And me tell them, me tell them say any day me come over YouTube. How long have I been here? I think just over a month. Because what them do when you talk your mind past social media, they send out the look bully them. Right. But I'm glad to be here and I thank you guys for your support. And I want you to continue sharing the channel and them something there. Remember saying, we not come out here so as no somebody where I look not no. What you call it now? I look no relevance. We've been blogging around here for about 15 years. So we not just come and just new around here. Anybody we not know we because we not mix up and walk and look trouble with people. Right? So we're not always in a people face and controversial and then sitting there. Nobody no know around here until people like them they come trouble with. We're not out here for no likes and no popularity. We're out here about truth. We're out here about advocacy. We're out here about women's rights. We're out here about women's right to life, freedom, freedom of speech, the freedom to exist, freedom to happiness. When I get my thing here set up, guys, I'm going to share with you my activism work that I have done over the years. My first work of activism where women's rights is concerned, and mainly women's right to life, started in 2018 when I became a member of Women's March Global here in the diaspora. And I say, you know what? When I look over in Jamaica and see them a kill off a woman them down there, I decided to put my activism into motion. And I got people here. I have to tell you guys a story another time. But just in case you were wondering, how come I'm so passionate about what happened to Melissa, that's the reason. That is the reason. I grew up in a time which me not that old, because I'm not really hit 40 years old yet, right? But growing up in Jamaica, we not used to come seeing them a kill off woman and a deal with woman so wicked. Right? So seeing that today, it's really disturbing to me. It has become more barbaric. And it's not just women with poor. It's in every class of society. I mean, just crime in general is a problem. But we've always struggled with violence in a Jamaica. Yes, it's gotten worse. But when you see the most vulnerable among us guys, the women and the children and the old people, the woman where them assassinate woman in Washington got that woman there was 62 years old. So we can't stand by and see them thing. And them are dirty people here will say they want to come and lead a country and they're doing these things now. That means what them are trying to say now, the people in have nobody to turn to. They not no refuge in their so-called representatives and leaders and people who are seeking to lead people. No, we cannot put up with that. Hell no. This is the mother of all cover-ups, man. Wickedness, this ya, man. And PJ Patterson for come out contact so too. She was 63. Yeah. The woman probably has say, all right, 2 more years me I go work and then go in a retirement, go enjoy my golden years. And then come snuff out the woman just like that, brawling, broad daylight. I was just telling my daughter recently that back in the days, I mean not far back in the days neither. Me I talk about 90s, early 90s. My mother used to send me and my little brother from Kingston, go down a country at holiday time. Them the time they were a little picnic and we travel by ourselves. Them the time that we never have no big highway, so you know say I want all day journey. Left from downtown Kingston Coronation Market where the bus terminal there. Early in the morning. And we go by, we say we not afraid to nobody go hurt we. We can't take them chances today. So when we have people now who say that, they have the people's interest at heart and they want to form a government and they want to do this and be in parliament and senate with them hypocritical self, attack on things like crime, and them a come murder cover up. No, sir, they forget show out them too wicked. They not serve no purpose around here. I mean, no, they have for nobody like me. I mean, no come here so for likes. Come here so about the right to life, activism and justice. So PG if you come out and talk and feel. Somebody say you couldn't do that journey now as a youngster. Yeah, me know. That's what I was telling my daughter. Sometimes when me and my brother come back from country after the holiday season, we used to go down there every Christmas, every summer. Sometimes when time we go back home, we a little bit of picnic, 2 crocus bag of food. Because we come from a farming family. So we go back home with we yam, with potato, with orange, with this and with that. But we not really carry it still because from we go up on the vehicle, just vehicle to vehicle until we reach our destination at 3 mile, our parents then come pick we up. That's how we used to do it. We can't do that today. Too many barbarians. And when you see them in the parliament, and you see them a cover up for them friend and do them something, no, so we have to talk out now. It'll get from bad to worse. So Jamaica people them don't stand a chance to do no because them have gunman a kill them. And then we have who know a kill them too. Can't work so. No way. Let me call one of my friend them there. Hold on, guys. Let me put out a call here. See if I can reach somebody. Somebody say it is out of hand. Hello? Hello? Can I have you join the program?
Yes, you can.
All right, may I put you on speaker?
No?
Yeah, can you?
Yeah, man.
All right, guys. This is one of my fellow activists, long-time activists. Me no know if you can hear her. Talk up, please. Good night.
Good night, everybody.
Yes. So Liz, start the truth now. You know, if it's a PG must come out besides the condolence we him send out. You know, if him for come talk strong on that one, yeah.
Okay. For maybe some people didn't know. I understand Melissa Silvera is his goddaughter.
Yes.
You hear me?
Yeah.
Right. Therefore, P.J. Patterson was brought into the People's National Party by Norman Washington Manley as a young lawyer in training. And he was given the task to organize Western Jamaica, and he did. Therefore, P.J. Patterson is obligated at this point in time, based on what where the situation is in the People's National Party. Never in our history, 5 JLP MPs, where some of who were ministers, were sent to prison, has been sent to prison by the People's National Party for stealing money. 5. But never in our history has any member of parliament from either parties, whether presently sitting or former sitting MPs, has been charged for murder. None.
God
And
Almighty. Wait, Liz. Talk again. You say no farmer, no sitting, and no future.
Sitting parliament of either party or ex-member of parliament from either party has ever been charged for murder. None.
So this is unprecedented.
Yes, this is historical. And the unfortunate thing is that it is associated with the People's National Party. And the PJ Patterson, I am sure, has played a role in advancing Joel and Silvera to the party's politics.
Now, hold on there. Introduce yourself to the people. Them look a bit. You're a long time political activist. Give me a timeline. 2 decades, 3 decades.
I am not a political activist. At 15 years old, I was vice captain of Manley House at Merle High School. And at 15 years old, I was registered to PNP Group 21 at 38. My parents owned the home of the top 50 them. And every Wednesday, my paper lady, Nene, Enid Castell would go with her at the diner going down the lane. Even full Merle government, I said, Wednesdays. Nene, we go every Wednesday. And she said, if you want to know, come. And from that day, when I walked through to 30th, simply I walked into the building. I had to attend 3 meetings. So 15 years old, I was registered as a member of the People's National Party.
All right.
And I have been a member ever since.
All right. So look here. What kind of member of parliament was Sylvia? We know he was a one-term member of parliament, and his father, as I've heard, was a good member of parliament.
I think his father was 2-term Minister of National Security.
Noel Silvera. Noel Silvera, him father. Noel Silvera, right?
Yes. Mm-hmm. Joel, and I understand, was very arrogant. There was an aura about him that made people sort of, he was repulsive then.
So people would like recoil from him.
Right. The ordinary person did not feel very welcome in his presence. And so he lost to Bobby Montague, who was born in St. Mary. Yes. Did 1 term. All right? Mm-hmm. No, because of his looks and his complexion and his birthplace, born in the UK, I think that attracted Melissa's mother, who was a good comrade, a deep-seated, deep-rooted comrade. Mm-hmm. And because of that, her mother thought he would be a very good husband for her daughter, from what I understand. And so PJ was very close, because I think the mother worked at Jamaica House for a time with Prime Minister Patterson. So he knew. And other members of the organization, other long-standing members, also knew the family very well. They are cut to their navel strings are cut within the PNP also. Mm-hmm. But Joel and Silvera gave you, when I usually see him at meetings where we have a public sessions and with conferences and etc., him and Tufton have the same look on them face as they scorn the people, and this snarl, this cool snarl on their faces.
So look here, all the people well, so you weren't from his constituency, but when you saw him, like say at conference or representing his people or whatever, all the people look like them feel toward him them time there.
No, I mean, as I say, all right. The PNP, we would know and grow up there. Man, when you come a conference, man, the MP, them constituent, them MP sit down with them constituent lunch out there drinking among the people. That is how we grow up, man, the PNP. in them in the radio, them you have some MP will live all in them constituency. Them have them out of now, and
yes.
But them abandon that.
Oh, just to be with the people. Okay.
Yeah, man, them grown down to earth. He was never like that. Every occasion that I saw him, even though within the one term, 2011 to 2016,
well, on
they constitute them, they touch.
Okay, Liz, somebody asked on the live, say, if you're going to be voting for PNP with Mark as leader.
No, I am the candidate. I live in East Central, represented by Dr. Peter David Phillips, and I live in the Ketchup Park division. This is my first time being at home. I will not be voting because the People's National Party that I grew up in, founded by Norman Washington Manley, has no candidate in Ketchup Park. The sitting councillor is a JLP lady. She can be beaten, but at the moment, I have nobody to vote for.
Why is that?
The person that has been put forward is a riser.
And
to vote for a riser is to vote against Norman Manley and the People's National Party, and I've never done that in my life, so I don't need to start it.
So you're not with the rise movement, them?
Nothing.
All right.
Nothing.
And how long now you been a member of the PNP? 20 years, 30 years, how much years?
16 years old.
15. All right, we're not going to ask your age because it's not polite to ask a lady her age. So you could have said a couple decades then.
50 years, yeah, man.
All right. Somebody say if you're going to be working for the party.
Again.
Or anyone that is not a riser. Anyone that is not a riser.
Well, yes. If the thing is, I can go to Maxfield Division and help an election, local government election there.
Mm-hmm.
I am planning to go down to Maxfield Division and offer my service, possibly to a division. But I definitely will not participate in any political activity in the Cashapat division because there is no People's National Party candidate in Cashapat division. None.
Okay.
There's a riser.
So look here. May I tell the people them say, in my view, Rise is a cult. Do you share that opinion?
Yes, because what Peter Bunting ambition, he was when he came home from Canada, he was lucky enough, fortunate to be grouped, to be drawn into the circle of Prime Minister Manley, Joshua, and he saw the power that Joshua, the Prime Minister, had, and he saw the camaraderie with Michael, the Prime Minister, and the staff of Jamaica, etc. And so he craved that sort of prestige, ambition, but he did not have because he's not a people person. And because of his craving, because his ambition is to become, just to wear the title, not in the interest of the country or the people, but just to wear the title, Peter Bunting, Prime Minister of Jamaica. And so this is where this whole scenario came from. When he thought that, he was handsome, he was rich. And so he challenged on the advice, I understand, from Luther Buchanan interview to the Gleaner and the Observer that P.J. Patterson advised him to challenge Dr. Phillips in 2019 for the presidency of the People's National Party and automatically opposition leader, which would then, they were thinking would propel him to Prime Minister of Jamaica. It went haywire because Dr. Phillips trounced him in 2019 by 76 votes. Interesting numbers, 1976. And so, being the resentful, spoiled, rich boy that he is, he took up his marbles and became revengeful. Because how could the people reject me, Peter Bunting, millionaire? How could they do that? And so he set about organizing the destruction of the great People's National Party. And that is where we are today. So yes, you are right. It is a cult because this white baggage dregs is really the substitute, like a pimp and prostitute.
Prison, take time with the name calling, because we have to set a good example over here. So the people that must say they miss hearing you on Emily show on Hotline.
Well, what is happening is that Emily is in a campaign, right?
Yeah.
And Emily Emily kind of says she's afraid, but she's listening, she listens to most of these programs.
Wait. Emily says what? She's afraid of you?
Not well, yeah, but we say things, but she's scared, although she's a lawyer. And
Oh,
so,
oh.
yeah,
Cause you know,
the
say you're a
money
rebel
she said,
from them time there.
yeah, well, it's true, I call her, but the program producer don't want to put through the call. The
Oh,
RG media house I carry a certain political line.
okay.
And because them I carry the line and them don't know. So me,
Mm.
a radical, now carry them line there. Them give me a hard time for me to but
I
we
true
still
them.
try
I
to
true
put
them
up
know
the
say
people.
you're a rebel, and right? You know, we live in a time in a Jamaica where you have people that come with them lawsuits sitting here, where true them want to silence the people.
Yeah, but them last thing they now work. It
No,
now
it's
work.
not. You crazy? Back down from them, no time at all. Here you know, somebody say Sylvia, to his childhood friends born in UK in 1971, parents Ian. I know Ian Sylvia.
Well, maybe him father, but at that I understand his father. Probably his name is Ian Noel Silvera.
Oh, his
So,
mother and his mother Cynthia is an English woman. You know, so the man
yeah,
mother, the man mother they on my page how much years, you know. And she always had a positive word of advice, experience to share. And I just saw her as a grandma with some grandkids. Me never know her mother, you know. But me notice me not see the woman for a while. Not more than from a start, you know, talk out against Rise them. It look like so she come off on a page. But that's okay. You know, me not gonna cuss no ill than them something there. But I had no idea
no,
that was his mom until I saw them together and I'm like, she used to be on my page. I don't see her anymore. You know?
okay.
Boy, I'm sorry. So you know Melissa long time then. Like how you know PNP so long.
No, I don't know her personally, but we know of her.
Oh.
I have known of her, but I don't know her personally. Maybe Sarah conference to up and down and
Yeah.
but I don't know her to say. Karen knows her, right? But I don't know her. But the thing I know is that she, as a woman, she has a moral obligation. And what she do, she's very family oriented, and she's politically savvy too.
Oh, really?
And she came and she shows interest in our national event, and she listens at the talks to people. But the tragedy is that mommy was sort of hooked on the physical features of the man, not really knowing the inner characteristics of the person.
Oh, can never look bad in him. I just nowadays him start to look different. But like if when you look at pictures of him from like 10 years ago, even he was a nice looking, attractive looking person.
Yes, and he had height, so mommy was convinced that possible he was a reincarnation of Michael Jackson Manley.
That one, Michael. Where you say? No, sir.
Yeah.
What a disappointment, eh?
It's not what a disappointment, it's a tragic.
Oh, God, man.
Name.
Which one?
No, it's a tragedy.
God
It's
have
a
mercy.
tragedy because never in the history of Jamaica have I ever heard. Look, people take it light, They say that wouldn't be a murder mystery. You love murder shows and them. I love the police series.
Yeah.
But never in my lifetime growing up in Jamaica, I traveled a few times, yes. I might travel some again. Have I heard of her? Listen to the calculativeness of the man. This human being is a sociopath. He inserted a gun. His gun.
Princess, top right there. So that's why Emily Princess, top right there. So me listen to TVJ this evening, and TVJ them say she was hit in the abdomen twice. Me don't know which are the third one end up. You understand? But in the abdomen, me don't know which part it exit through or why they say whatsoever. But me don't really know. So me don't really want to repeat that right here. So, but nonetheless, the cover up part of it now. Cause remember we hear say aneurysm, dead in a sleep and rare. We don't really want to know who was involved in that cover up thing. Because I tell us, I see Bunting wife at the funeral, right? And there are allegations that they were there. But we're gonna leave it here, so because I've been here 1 hour, 5 minutes. Guys, we're not gonna hear back from Liz. You hear?
Just Natalie, before you leave, I understand that Melissa owns a whole lot of prime land in a beautiful, the most beautiful parish, Portland.
Oh.
But interesting times ahead because the trial is going to bring out a lot.
Well, let's hope that we see a trial. I certainly would want to see a trial.
No man. He has been charged. Files are being prepared. So
open court. Open
he has
court.
been charged. Remember, formally, so it must come to trial.
Well, you don't know what the future holds, you know. Maybe some people get rat out. Maybe you can have some plea bargain. We don't really know yet still. But I would want to see.
Even with plea bargain, you still have a trial. It's just that you go through the formality and them say, well, then the president, DPP have to say, well, Jarlan has pleaded guilty. Plea bargain in going to 10, 15 years. Way.
What
but even with that, he still goes to a trial. And when he does, the only thing you get robbed, the public get robbed, is that when you have a plea bargain, you don't hear the whole story.
Okay, yes. Somebody's asking, do you think that the PNP will come back from the rise movement, especially after the murder and sitting here?
Yes, the PNP itself, if a person knows the PNP and the nucleus of the People's National Party, if you remember, enough people, 9 out of every 10 person cursed Lisa when she wrote the letter. But Lisa was way ahead of the game when she wrote that letter. And when personally, she didn't tell the press. She went personally and handed it to Mark Golding. And that was where they started. Lisa pull out who these people really are, how deadly and dangerous they are.
Yeah, they're not. Liz, started true. Not 3 years now. Me I try to warn the people. I tell them say them boy are wicked. Them boy are we kill woman. Them boy are not like woman.
No, they're not really kill. They are killing. And
no,
the thing is that the People's National Party, as it is known, founded by Norman Washington Manley, inspired from God, is that the People's National Party is not scarred. We are not scarred. What has happened, the country now fully recognizes there has been an invasion by a group of cold-blooded mercenaries.
Jesus, Father. Where say cold-blooded mercenary?
With Peter Bunting not attaining his ambition to be Prime Minister of Jamaica, he has gone on a mission to destroy
God Almighty.
But unfortunately for him and his rise movement, they did not gain control thanks to the PNP resistance led by Karen, yourself, Michelle, and etc.
But look here now.
They have not in control of the People's National Party.
Bunting. Wait a minute. Bunting.
When this trial is over, Bunting, I am sure, will be out of the PNP. Mark Golding will be out. Because this evening I'm watching the news, the man say to some, I don't know if we're, you can unite with me now, man. Come on, forget the little thing. And then when you make me win, we dash, you can war with me again.
You're there. Fake it until we make it. And that little bit of blood it say. No, sir. Liz, Liz, the people them well want you come back. So here we're gonna stop call them little bit of blood and start call them we call it cold-blooded mercenary. For Jesus, no, sir. We're gonna start call them cold-blooded mercenaries. All right, Liz, it's always good talking to you. Thank you for stopping by with us.
All right,
come back again. Yeah, man. Have a good night.
All right.
Lord Jesus, guys, did you enjoy hearing from Liz? Liz is quite a character, but she is a walking political library, and that's why she first me call. Yes. Kylian, good night. Yeah, man, we're gonna bring on back Liz Panya. Any one of my friend them want call in from over the other side. Over the other side of my social media. I want to call in here so anytime. Justice for Melissa Silvera. You know what I want to see in Jamaica? If any what you call these people now who make documentary? They can be journalists that's working with people who are savvy in photography, videography. You know what I would like to see in Jamaica, guys? I would like to see some crime shows, like some unsolved mysteries, unsolved crimes on a regular basis, so that we give life and give acknowledgement to those who have passed under mysterious circumstances. You see, like how we have the little monument downtown for the children them who died under violent condition. We want to sit on our television now. Some people are doing some investigative journalism to come tell us how the crime go, why the crime can't solve, talk to the police them. Because if you live in other countries, this is normal. Like, people go interview cops who were investigating this case that went cold, and they can tell you where they hit a brick wall, why they couldn't finish investigate it. We can't just forget them people in a history, so man. And maybe if we start making this a norm, maybe this will impact the crime rate in some way or another. Because Jamaica, I started doing the research, I'm soon finish and post it. The highest murder rate, are one of the very few highest murder rate in the region with the lowest prosecution rate. Something is wrong. And that's why I cannot be a tribalist to the point where I cannot talk truth. Something has to be done. And that's why, what they call it, punkus pantapa pankas, you don't have crime rate in the country already, and then you're going to have these people now who want to go in a parliament, want to go in a politics, I can kill woman around here. No way. Justice for Melissa Silvera. It wasn't no little bit of blood. They lie. It wasn't no little bit of blood. The police them say stains, blood stains, and then they clean it up. This is not right. And it come like say, if we, the social media warriors, never come out here and I bring light to this and I load it up. Come like say nobody would want to advocate for the woman, including those in the party that she belonged to or she was a member of or affiliated with. Everybody got a silencer. No Rasta. This is our wickedness. Biggest murder cover up in the history of Jamaica. It's not nice. At the expense of what? 3 little children. Every time I think about those little boys, I water come on my eye. Don't worry, more people gonna get charged. I heard that little bit of blood went into CTAC today. Them just a run up and down and I get panic, Them just a run up and down and I get panic and I get frightened. But nobody now really look on them. If them they'd have sense, they not come out can incriminate themselves. But we are here for it and we're happy for it, because guess what? It gives the police them some insight. It gives the police an idea of the elaborate cover-up that was happening, right? It gives the police an insight into the fact that they saw one thing and other people are say them see something completely different, which means them see blood stain and them a can talk about a little bit of blood and nose. So me I wonder to myself, the police them see blood and nose, or if I them put the blood at the woman nose. We don't know. So if Fitzbailey hear this, Fitzbailey, everybody's caught up about what happened to Melissa. So as soon as you can come give one another press briefing, make we hear what really happened to Melissa. On a must can come tell with something else. All right, guys, I'm gonna leave it right here for tonight. I thank you for joining. Thank you for supporting my channel. Please continue to share the channel and make sure that una spread the word and join the conversation, guys. Join the conversation, because I think Jamaica right now is under threat. Yes, by those who want to come and form government. Them is too dangerous. Too dangerous. These people here are not politicians. They are not politicians. They are, as Liz said, a cold-blooded set of mercenaries. I will say that without apology. Okay? Everybody who asking for Karen, I think Karen is going to be live on her channel tomorrow night, guys. So you want to maybe subscribe so you can hear what she has to say. I think her topic is going to be something like, who is going to prison next? Or who going to be arrested next? Something to that effect. But thank you guys for joining. And don't forget, guys, we are built up over here. So because over here so is going to be the vanguard for the people them, where their mother did and their father did and people want to come kill them. The people them who them vulnerable, the woman them and all of them something here. Everything when them justice and transparency are over here so. And when I come here so, come make nobody can use we, and for come make nobody can tell you what to say. And no, we don't work that way over here. So everything what talk over here is truth, questions, right? We don't pick on people individually and pick on Jamaican citizens, right? We're talking directly to those who want to serve the people, right? Nothing wrong with that. In America, we criticize president, we criticize minister, justice, everybody. Then don't above reproach when they take up themselves want to come in a public life and come lead people, right? So they are answerable to the people. Now make them tell them nothing. Yeah? When they come out with their arrogance, run them back in. Make them know so nobody not afraid that them are frightened for them. All right. So thanks for your advocacy. You're welcome. Yes, this will be a big successful channel. Thank you. Woman beater them. Why? Is a sad thing. But let us just continue, not just saying justice for Melissa here, but on our individual platforms and in our own spaces. We need to be saying that. Post our picture, make people see our face. Let us not let this go underneath the rug. This is wickedness, man. We cannot expect to want to raise a healthy next generation when we're taking away their mothers from them in such a brutal manner. This is wrong on all levels. All right, guys. Well, thank you for joining. And please, as I said, keep sharing the channel and tell your friends them about the channel, right? And we will see each other again. Take care of yourselves. Be safe and have a good night.